Hello, good day, and welcome to my channel, the Uncensored Asian Vlog. And before we jump into the main issue, we're going to talk about this Super Typhoon Raleigh that, according to news and experts, is the world's strongest typhoon so far in 2020. And this is also according to Pag-asa. And we've known so far that the previous typhoon killed 16 people in this country. So please stay safe, always be safe. And we're not done yet with the China virus or COVID. So we now have this another potential crisis that's going to fall on us. So always be safe. This is something that we cannot control. And according to the news that we have today, Super Typhoon Raleigh is the strongest typhoon in the world for 2020. And this is also coming from the Philippine Atmospheric Geophysical Astronomical Services Administration, or Pag-asa. And well, it made a second landfall, I think, in Albay. So this is the Albay province. The Super Typhoon Raleigh made its second landfall in the vicinity of Tiwi Albay at 7:20 this morning. Today is Sunday. And for us living in Metro Manila, we all know that it's gonna cover as well the region of Metro Manila. So for us working at home, I'm working at home, and I know that there's a lot of people, probably millions in Metro Manila working at home. We are praying that there's not gonna be any power outage or internet outages that's gonna happen because of this typhoon. So let's get to the main issue, which is the issue of Tekla. Okay, so as we all know, the issue of Tekla versus his live-in partner, the former live-in partner, whose name is Michelle. What's the last name? Michelle Bana-ag. So I almost forgot because I've been talking about this issue for some time, but as you can see, this is basically a blessing in disguise for Tekla in Donitino. So these two business partners, they have this channel, the Tekla in tandem. Two of them are sharing the same vlog site, which gained more than 1 million. I think more than 1.5 million after the conclusion of the Michelle Bana-ag accusation against Tekla. So they now, as you can see, they have 2.1 million subscribers. And the last time I visited their vlog, they had like 1.1 million so far. But now they have 2.3 million. That's a lot of, that's more than 1 million. As I told you, 1.5 million in just a couple of days. And they're trying to reinvent their channel. They have these skits, okay, in order to entertain their subscribers, which is basically a very, very clever way of attracting and keeping your subscribers. So kudos to Tekla and Donitinos for staying strong throughout the duration of this crisis or tribulation. And as we've seen so far, during the confrontation between Rafi Tulfo and Michelle Bana-ag, Rafi Tulfo withdrew all his promises to help Michelle. On the first part of Michelle's appearance on Rafi Tulfo program, Rafi Tulfo promised to help Michelle Bana-ag start with her business, to provide her monetary support, food, etc. But all this were basically went to nothing. Rafi Tulfo decided to not to help Michelle Bana-ag because Rafi Tulfo probably realized that he's being fooled by this woman. And we can still see a lot of criticisms. Well, basically, this is a really, really hot issue, especially for women. And as you can see, let me just show you some of the comments that I've seen on Twitter so far. So a lot of people were like criticizing or attacking Rafi Tulfo for siding with Tekla because it's not about drug issue or drug tests, according to these people, and it's actually about women's rights and sex abuse, etc. I've seen those comments earlier. So according to this Twitter user Miko Gusi, that's like 4 days ago on the 27th. Oh no, 3 days ago, basically. That's after Rafi Tulfo decided to burn to burn Michelle Bana-ag for lying and so on. So here's a tweet from this guy named Miko Gusi. He said, "Rafi Tulfo, I wish you were objective and not easily swayed by public opinion for the fear of being cancelled." So I'm not really in favor of the cancelled. I don't think that we have a cancel culture in the Philippines. That's just my comment. So let me just continue. Hello, end of day, no drug test was performed. So end of day, we can decide to dictate repercussions for Michelle. The hell is this guy talking about? While Tekla hasn't been established as innocent. Who's gonna establish the innocence of Tekla? Well, basically, the two guys, Michelle Bana-ag and Tekla, decided to close this case, right, Mikugusi? They decided to close it. Both of them voluntarily came to an amicable settlement. Okay, because probably the girl realized that she doesn't have any case at all. Alright, so the mere fact that Tekla was accused of, what was that? Sexual abuse, tinalsikan, because, according to Michelle, Tekla masturbated in front of her while she was holding their baby. Okay? While she was holding their baby. But the thing is, you had the opportunity to get out. And apart from that, let's not discount the fact that it was a pure setup. It was a setup. If Michelle Bana-ag did have proof, because she claimed that it was a continuing offense, it was a continuing incident or abuse on the part of Tekla, so that she was being abused continuously, they should have enough evidence, video evidence. If you notice, the one video that they uploaded or they provided to the public, they presented to the public, it's just one single video. And both of them, Tekla and Michelle, were wearing the same shirt and everything. So the one taking the video was, I think, the nephew of Michelle. But if you really have a good case, then file it with the court of law, right? Of course, the public opinion is always going to be there. The public opinion was against Rafi Tulfo right after the netizens realized that it's all BS, right? It's all BS. The girl or Michelle didn't have a case at all. And if she's going to be cross-examined in court, her case is going to be blown into smithereens or pieces because she didn't even present her case with the internal lawyer of Tulfo when she was cross-examined. I think I forgot the name of the lawyer at the Tulfo program. So it's a very simple cross-examination, but she was able to present a good case at all. It can be seen that she was obviously making it up and she's just exaggerating. So that's the issue, okay, Mr. Miko Gusi. Now the case is over, and Michelle was proven to be a liar. And what more can she lie about if she lied about very simple thing regarding her drug abuse or drug use? And she's like bluffing from the very beginning. She's like playing a poker game versus Tulfo in the public. She was proven to be lying all along, and she didn't have a case at all. So, sure thing, no case presented by Michelle, and it's good that they decided to settle voluntarily this case amicably. Okay, and that Michelle decided not to pursue her case against Tekla before the court of law, because if she did, I don't think she's gonna win. And that's just my opinion, but that's based on the facts presented by Michelle. And well, regarding it's actually a marital issue. Okay, it's a marital domestic issue that can be resolved by both these partners themselves. There are things that you don't have to really go to court for grievances or resolution. You can really, and also apart from the fact that this girl is lying, she has this history, and according to a lot of friends, because if she's gonna pursue this in the court of law, all of these witnesses are gonna come up to prove that it's actually the other way around. It's Michelle who was or who has this history of physical abuses. He's been abusing Tekla, and according to Tekla in one interview, he was beaten by both Michelle and her chubby, fatty sister in one occasion. And Tekla decided to go to a barangay, a barangay location. I don't know where that is, but it was in the province, according to Tekla. So he decided to bring his case to these barangay officials, but they simply laugh it off. He was laughed off by these barangay officials because, you know, we don't usually see men, being abused or seeking grievances for abuse by their women partners, right? This is the culture in the Philippines. Men are also vulnerable to rape. Men can be raped and physical abuse victims as well. Okay, but that's the problem with our culture. Okay, if these people are claiming that, well, we have a culture when it comes to our treatment with women, it's kind of biased, and that women are not treated fairly in the Philippines. But I'm gonna turn the tables on you as well. Men are actually victims or can be victims of domestic physical abuses. And Tekla claimed that he was a victim of physical abuse by Michelle and her sister. So all of these are gonna come up should Michelle decide to pursue her case before the court of law. So end of story. Blessing in disguise for Tekla and Donatinos. They have 2 million subscribers and they're getting like millions of views since all these issues concluded. All right. So congratulations to Tekla and Donatinos on gaining over 2 million subscribers. Okay. So well played. I mean, what's gonna happen to Michelle? Well, Tekla said that he's not gonna stop providing for their child. And regarding the custody of the child, well, we don't know yet. But I'm in favor of Tekla gaining custody over their child. Okay, because if the other party has a history of drug abuse and she's still using or abusing drug substances, then I don't think the custody of the child should be given to the woman. It should be given to the other party who established, better reputation and who, according to Michelle and others, stopped using drugs more than a year ago. So kudos to Tekla. So basically, Tekla did not speak up, all throughout the issue on the program of Rafi Tulfo. But we can now say that Michelle, pina-tulfo niya yung sarili niya. So that's the conclusion of this issue.